Welcome back to game two, and I'm already loving the respect ban from the Zazazoso Smokers. Banning away Cobi's Blitzcrank. That is respect if I've ever seen one. And Nyla will be taken away from Liam. Quinn banned away from Bobby. Yeah, we've switched sides now. Zazazoso Smokers on the blue side, Net Knights on the red side. And yeah, Blitzcrank. Cobi's Blitzcrank entering the ranks of Liam's Nyla, Bobby's Quinn. And Liam's Belveth, it seems, as Nyla Belveth will be the bans again. Bobby's Yasuo also banned. Will this be the first time Malphite goes through? No! Malphite gets banned on the third ban for red side. Malphite banned again. Well, this means that this time Mordekaiser is open for Cobi if he opts to play support, or if he opts to play top lane. Taliyah will be picked up first for the Zazazoso Smokers. That is a Liam pick, I feel like. But we'll see. Could be Taliyah jungle, could be Taliyah mid. It's been being flexed around in pro play at least, so not super familiar with what where Taliyah is probably gonna go. I don't even know if any. I don't know who would play Taliyah besides Liam, because Liam just plays everything. As Jhin locked in for the Net Knights, an old classic from Anthony. Not opting not to pick up the Kaisa this time, unless he's going to play Jhin mid and Bobby plays support. I mean, Bobby plays ADC. But another hook champion for the Net Knights is Nautilus locked in. Presumably for Cobi, but we'll see. It's not as fun as Blitzcrank. No hooks over the walls or anything like that, but a hook champion is a hook champion, and Xayah locked in. So Kaisa actually not making an appearance this time, unless someone's gonna pick it mid. But yeah, Kaisa not being picked up this time. Zazazoso Smokers opting to go for Xayah instead. We'll see if they end up picking a support here as well. Rakan should be pretty good here. I mean, it's not their best into Jhin Nautilus. And yeah, actually, you know what? Play for comfort. Woosung opting to go back to the Alistar, and Sam's Amumu makes another return. Honestly, Sam's Amumu has become one of the more staple appearances that often gets let through ban phase. So Sam's Amumu, Woosung's Alistar. Both solid front lines for both teams so far. As Bobby still hasn't picked a champion. So we'll see. The Kali goes down as well. I'm just expecting 4 mid bans here. But like I said, Bobby could play top as well. Bwosley, we have seen Bwosley play mid. So wouldn't be that bad of a matchup either, because it'd be Bwosley versus Miggy. Yeah. Basil's Riven taken away, and Liam's Viego from last game also banned out. And yeah, Kali and Ari banned from Bobby. So he will have to pick out another champion, a new champion this time, because Quinn is taken out of the equation. As Bobby will pick Viktor, it seems. Viktor's being hovered. Hold on, and yep, Viktor will be the weapon of choice in this game. I think it's for Bobby. It could be for Bwosley. We'll see. We'll have to see. We'll see what the Zazazoso Smokers will counterpick. I don't really think Miggy plays many mid laners. He does have Twisted Fate, but I don't really like that pairing with Taliyah. Actually, maybe well, Seraphine is definitely an option as well. I was gonna say with Twisted Fate, at least you can do like the cool like global like double ult, like just appear anywhere strategy with the jungler. But Seraphine definitely a safer pick. Will just be playing to support the team. Definitely lacking a frontline though for Zazazoso Smokers. Jax is not the greatest frontline. Will be a solid split pusher, as Garen will be picked up for Cobi, I guess. Not sure, or no. I mean, anyone can play Garen, so we will find out. But Yeah, as I was saying, I feel like Zazazoso Smokers doesn't have much of a front line outside of the Alistar. So I'm not sure if this would be a great game for them. I mean, you got an Amumu flying at you and a Nautilus hook. Who's going to eat that Nautilus hook? Alistar can only tank up so much, I feel like. So, no one to really peel the Garen either.
I'm quite strong.
It's going to have to come down to um, Taliyah, Xayah, and Seraphine really using their CC abilities to the max to try and peel for themselves away from this beefy front line. So I definitely favor the Net Knights draft overall. You could argue that they're a bit lacking in damage, but they don't need too much damage.
No cure for fools.
Seraphine does make the Zazazoso Smokers a bit more durable in these team fights though. So this could be an interesting one. I kind of expect Jax to side lane, or like split push the entire game. I'm not sure how the Garen matchup goes into Jax, but I think, I mean, if I think Adam from BDS and Pro Play has been picking Garen into Jax, or was it Garen into Cassante and Darius into Jax? I don't remember. But point is, I have no idea how this top lane matchup will go. Both are both can split push. I think Jax is definitely way better in the side lane in isolation. Like if it's a 1v1. But we've seen Garen get away with murder. You know, he's definitely a bit he's definitely a bit strong right now. So we'll see. We shall see. Um, as for the rest of the matchups, Jhin Nautilus versus Xayah Alistar, I don't really think is good for Net Knights. I think Xayah Alistar should just be able to win trades more often than not. Jhin Nautilus does have the nasty CC chain, but Alistar and Xayah have a good one for themselves. So we'll have to. I really just don't know how most of these matchups go. Really, what I'm most interested to see is how Liam uses Taliyah to jungle, because I haven't seen Taliyah jungle in a while. I don't imagine she can invade very well against Amumu. Her, like Liam's lanes don't have the greatest gank setup. Normally, you pick Taliyah with someone that has really easy point and click stun, like Renekton for top lane. Um, in mid lane, it's normally like um, I guess Seraphine is fine actually. Hmm. Yeah, I mean Taliyah Seraphine though mid is double like for that jungle mid synergy has the double magic suffers from the double magic damage. So I kind of expect Bobby to go for Merc Treads unless he feels like unless he feels confident, then he'll probably just go for Zork Shoes. But Merc Treads are just definitely a good buy here for the Net Knights. Overall, I definitely favor the Net Knights draft, like I said. But the thing that the Zazazoso Smokers have going for them is this side lane pressure from Basil. And I also just think they have a lot of damage between like Jax, Seraphine, or Jax, Xayah, and Taliyah. And Seraphine does play a huge role in these team fights. We'll be able to maybe turn around the team fights where I would think that Net Knights just have them dead to rights. So not. I'm excited to see because I'm kind of doubting the Zazazoso Smokers draft so far, but they definitely do have a lot of damage flying around. So maybe they can just outplay the Net Knights, but it's kind of hard to outplay the point and click Garen, the giant Amumu ult, point and click Nautilus, and yeah, your real opponent for outplay potential is honestly no one. I feel like Jhin can play super safe. So I guess maybe you can catch Anthony out. Yeah, I'm. If I were a betting man, I would think Net Knights win this one. But anything can happen in the HLCS. We can see. Maybe Sam just loses his mind and tries to invade like 3 times over, gets killed like before he can get level 6. But like I said, I don't think Taliyah has that kind of damage. But maybe Liam can prove. Maybe Liam can show me something. I really don't know Taliyah jungle pathing that well. She definitely does have a decent clear and decent decent um I guess roam potential, but she's like able to move across the map quickly because of her passive. But I'm not super convinced that she'll be able to gank very successfully. Do have a bit of a role swap here. Um, as expected, it will be Cobi's Garen. Prestige Mecha Kingdoms Garen. I didn't even know he had that. Has he always had that? I don't know. But yeah. And Bwosley will be filling in for support. Nautilus. Pretty simple. Meanwhile, for the Zazazoso Smokers, we got the new Jax VFX update. I wonder if Basil knows about the fishing minigame. I don't really know how to activate it, but I know it exists. But yeah, Cobi's Garen has faced many opponents. I'm pretty sure all of them have fell victim to the ult ignite at least once. So as we load onto the rift, our players are moving out. We have swap sides now. On the blue side, we have the Zazazoso Smokers. In the top lane, Basil. In the jungle, Liam. In the mid lane, Miggy. In the bot lane, Hubert and Woosung. On the red side, we have the Net Knights. Cobi now in the top lane. Sammy still in the jungle. Bobby in the mid lane. And Anthony and Bwosley in the bot lane. As both teams posturing, just trying to dissuade any invades. Sam does get a ward off on the blue buff. Will get pinged out. Not sure if Liam's going to do anything about it.
I could do this for hours. Really?
And yeah. A few interesting things that I'm also noticing now that we're here. Anthony pinged it. Xayah has cleanse. I'm not sure how useful that will be in this game. The best thing she can cleanse are like Amumu engage and Jhin root. But everything else is like everything from Nautilus is not really cleansable. And I guess she can cleanse Viktor Gravity Field, but gosh, that Viktor skin is so old though, isn't it? Prototype Viktor? Is that old or is that like I don't know. Yes. Hold on. Let me just there we go. Alright. Oh. Nice trade in the top lane. It's okay, nothing's happening right now. Both junglers just clearing their camps. No invade shenanigans. Bobby again, going for the electrocute this game. Probably the right choice. I mean, the only other choice I can think of is first strike as wow. As they hit level 2 in the bot lane, Bwosley goes for a hook. Hubert has to flash away. He would have just eaten that. Might have just died. Anthony had the 4th shot prepped for the nice trade. So, we'll just flash away, save himself the headache. But meanwhile, Basil getting a nice trade for himself as well in the top lane with the grasp. Anthony finding a route onto Hubert, getting the nice trade off. Woosung will headbutt pulverize in response to try and mitigate some damage. Hubert, though, taking really low. Doesn't have heal, like we pointed out. And, yep, Bobby definitely showing his dominance in lane, in the mid lane. Playing a more traditional mid lane champion on Viktor. Should be able to take advantage I don't think he should not be able to get as many first bloods on Viktor, especially against Seraphine. So many more defensive options there with the shield, the heal, the slow. Just in general, it's a longer range champion than Viktor, so should be able to keep her distance. A solid choice for Miggy in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Cobi definitely struggling a bit in this top lane matchup, the melee matchup. Jax versus Garen. I think it should be actually just Jax's favorite. There's no real way for Garen to get away from the stun unless Cobi took phase rush, but he opted to go for Conqueror instead. So we'll just see a bit of farming going out as he goes for a trade here. I really don't know if he's winning those, but we'll let him cook. Not too much action going on so far, as Sam is late to the Rift Scuttler. Liam will take it before he arrives. I'm looking at the minimap. And yeah, both teams just farming it out. Basil getting a nice trade-off. Will he die here, actually? I think Cobi might have been able to maybe kill him there. One more auto attack will allow the ignite to kill. But uses both summoners there, not quite able to get Basil. Basil nerves of steel, doesn't flash, knows that it doesn't really matter. Cobi's the one that Basil won the game of chicken, just didn't. Wasn't even phased. Will he be able to use the teleport back into lane as well? So Cobi going to be feeling a bit of pain from that. No summoners. The wave is in a less than ideal spot. Has to walk back to lane as well. There's a slight gold advantage for the Net Knights so far, and I assume that is mostly just in mid lane. Yeah, I guess it is just mostly in mid lane. Miggy stops his back. Yeah, so it seems like Liam on Taliyah is opting to go for power farming, but hold on. Woosung gets a nice headbutt pulverized onto Anthony, but he will just flash away. And Bwosley flashes in himself, tries to get something back. Will he be able to get the kill onto Hubert? But no, there's not enough damage. And Anthony goes down there. Had to use the heal as well, as Bwosley should go down. Wow, he kills Hubert! And it's Woosung that will end up getting the double kill in the bot lane. Bwosley able to squeeze one out there. Wow, Sam flashes to try and get some kind of gank off, but doesn't actually throw out the bandage toss. That is so funny to look at. Miggy flashes away in fear, and will this also just be getting zapped by the, what is it called? The Chaos Storm? I don't know what it's called. Or the Viktor ultimate there. And yeah, not too much going on here. Wait, Basil will pop the ultimate, trying to get a solo kill onto Cobi, but a little too tanky, a little too durable on this Garen. Cobi does have ultimate of his own. You have to imagine that once Ignite comes back up, all bets are off. I think he could still just kill Basil right now. Basil's not too far ahead yet, but he's trying to change that as he goes in, but nope, not quite. Gonna connect the stun there. Miggy using his own teleport back to lane, try and stop the bleeding in the CS difference. But yeah, that bot lane play was so silly. I feel like that should have been a clean 2-0 for the Zazazoso Smokers, but Nautilus just does a little bit too much damage, I guess. So 1 for 2 so far. This is definitely a lot slower of a game. It's mostly because Bobby's not playing that proactive mid laner, neither is Miggy. Both trying to just scale in this mid lane, and Liam, crucially, also not ganking at all either. Just trying to farm it out onto Leo. Meanwhile, Sam is looking for a gank himself as Cobi uses the ignite. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And Sam is there to catch him, and there comes the ultimate. And it's good from Cobi. I don't know what Sam's trying to do here. Wait, he bandage tosses through the rocks. Will be able to get the ult off as well. Liam does collect the kill for free. and just flashes away over the wall from Cobi. But meanwhile, the bot lane, a headbutt pulverized onto Anthony might just mean he's dead. And Hubert again taken low, but I don't think Bose is gonna get him this time. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to get him this time, as this will just be a double kill for Hubert as the aftershock goes off. And yeah, wow, and Woosung will just take that kill, sure. So it's another double kill in the bot lane. Yeah, I kind of expected this. I think the Xayah, the 2v2, the all-in potential from Xayah and Alistar is just much stronger than Jhin and Nautilus. So definitely going as expected in the bot lane. But yeah, don't think Sam had to die there in the jungle. Trying to get one more back onto Liam. Cobi didn't have flash, he didn't have ult. There was the giant, he just bandit tosses through the minefield like it doesn't even matter. And yeah, it didn't quite have enough damage to kill Liam there. Liam did have to flash away though, so I guess that's something. But it turns to play in top lane for a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, the bot lane still just 2 for 2, or 2 for nothing. I mean. Just Bobby continuing to bully Miggy. I feel like first strike would have been a bit better here for Viktor, because I don't think there's any scenario where he's actually able to kill Seraphine with the electrocute. But I don't know. I think just being able to farm that much more gold onto Seraphine, especially Miggy, who's just going to keep eating all the lasers. But yeah, both junglers are very snooze fest right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Liam recognizes he doesn't have much gank setup, so he's just gonna have to wait until he has 6. And well, he's level 7 now, so he could just do something. But looks like he's opting to. I think he just got ult over the wall here. Yep. Will cut off will cut off Anthony and Bwosley from escape. This will just be another 2v2 kill. Another kill over for Hubert. And yeah, it's a double kill, and Sam is not there in time to respond. It's just a clean, just bully the bot lane. Like, the bot lane for NetNice is 0-6 or 1-6. And wow, Sam missed that bandage toss. That's what he said. And yeah, this is, yeah, nothing's really happening. Compared to last game, this one's a lot more calm. I feel like maybe the players are tired or something. But will just be a Drake here for the Zazazoso Smokers. Liam, yeah, not having that gank setup, will just farm it out until he's able to just cut him off. But hold on, Bobby getting some action here. Will get knocked back by the seismic shove, but trying to fight back here. But there's just too many people. He flashes away from the Seraphine ultimate. Will he be able to get Liam? He does. That last laser able to connect. He turns into a 1-for-1 and a 1 versus 3. Wow, just fancy feet from the Viktor was crazy there. And precise skill shots as well. Miggy able to clean it up with one more Q from the Seraphine. And, ooh, wait, I think, wow, Cobi just, Basil flew a little too close to the sun there, thinking he can kill Cobi there since the silence ran out, but like he just ignites ults. Like Basil is just not at that point in the game yet where he can be affording to do that. Jax does outscale Garen in my opinion, but not if he keeps feeding over kills like that. So will be a bit more, we'll have to wait a bit longer before he's going to take over the side lane. Cobi definitely happy about that. How many times will Cobi just get away with Garen ulting his lane opponent? It doesn't matter who it is, if it's Hunter, if it's Jason, now it's Basil. Just finding out, man. Both junglers on the top side, looking like they're going to go for this Rift Herald. Meanwhile, Miggy continuing to get bullied in the mid lane, but crucially has not died yet. As Sam will face check this bush, he will run into Basil, and Basil might just kill him, but well, Sam will flash away, but the leap strike is good to follow up. And yeah, Cobi's not going to be able to find one back there, especially since Liam is there to assist. Bobby making a roam towards his Rift Herald, though. What can he get done here? I'm not sure there's much he can do, as Liam uses the wall to block off Bobby's escape, but Bobby just shoots skill shots over the wall to kill him. That was so awkward. I feel like Liam just kind of died over the wall. I don't know. Like Basil thankfully will clean up the kill for Bobby. Another 1-for-1, but this time Miggy will just be able to push in the wave mid. Finally get some breathing room as Bobby goes off to disrupt the jungler. But yeah, that was weird. He definitely, like, Liam. I was expecting that to just be a clean catch onto Bobby, but Bobby just able to burst out Liam before Basil can really finish the job. Last game, the bot lane from Zazazoso Smokers was a bit even, but now it's just completely in Hubert and Woosung's favor this time around. Woosung playing his famous Alistar. How many times will he get away with murder again? We'll see. As Liam trying to gank mid again, but will get spotted out by the ward from Bobby. Sam will get the Rift Herald as Liam is doing this. Unless I'm a liar, there is no Rift Herald. But that type of pulverize on to Nautilus. Liam doesn't even need to be there. It's just stat checking at this point. There's not much they can do. Oh no, he did get the Rift Herald. Okay, I'm not a liar. Yeah, so Sam got the Rift Herald, uses it mid lane. Hopefully he can open up. There's no more turret plates, so we'll miss out on the cash out on that. But maybe they can take out the first turret. Bobby takes tower aggro there, actually. He's trying to kill Miggy before he can go down here, but Liam and Woosung arrive in time to save their mid laner, and now Sam is just alone and will just give over another double kill to the Zazazoso Smokers. Liam able to pick that one up. So nice roam there from Woosung. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Basil had a shutdown. That doesn't make sense, but he had a shutdown, and Cobi 3-0 now as he just ults one more time onto Jax. It's just not fair. How many times does this man go up and just play Garen? It's also objective bounties for the Net Knights. It's a bit of a backward situation. The bot lane is losing so badly, but Cobi will be able to get these objective bounties. Like, what? They just got a free objective bounty in the top lane there. So that's crazy. It's also first turret, isn't it? Yeah, first turret gold as well. So keeping the gold closer than it should be. 13-6 game. Second Drake will be picked up for the Zazazoso Smokers. The wall comes down to Heba pulverize, goes down onto Bwosley as well. Bwosley living a little bit longer than I thought he would. They both flash under turret. Nice move from Anthony under turret, but Woosung is playing Alistar. Why is he die? The unbreakable will is so strong. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure I always think that Woosung is gonna die, but he just doesn't that time. Once again. He got rooted up under the turret, and the bandage toss connected as well. The chain CC Woosung took so many tower shots, but the unbreakable will able to get by so much time, and wow, that the enhanced blast cone will be able to get Bobby. Oh my goodness, we'll be able to get Hubert and Woosung on top of Bobby, but Bobby again. I mean, Woosung did mess up the Heba pulverize. He headbutts Bobby away, and Bobby gets another 1-for-1. This time a 700 gold shutdown onto the Mad Cow. So, wow, a nice two-man ultimate there from Sam will connect onto Miggy and Basil. Miggy does use the Encore, but is that what it's called? Does use the Seraphine ultimate, but it's not enough to stall As Liam arrives, Miggy is already dead. So, a 1-for-1 in the river, a free one in the mid lane. Slowly but surely, maybe, Net Knights are coming back in this game. We'll see. Cobi also just... Kobe's Garen, just a menace all the time, I feel like. I feel like there's never been a game where Kobe's Garen was not relevant in these early to mid-game stages of the game. As he used the enhanced blast cone onto Basil, but oh, just as I was talking about that. Liam arrives, gets seismic shoved. Miggy is also teleporting as well, but he uses the stride breaker to buy some time. Will Basil be able to catch him? No, he's too slow. The stun won't connect. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, Bwosley caught out again by Woosung. He's just destined to always get headbutt pulverized by this man. But will not be able to find a kill this time. Nautilus definitely tanky enough to survive a little bit. He has the even shroud completed. So no kills there. Yeah. The Net Knight's just able to get away with it. I don't know what that was. Woosung pulverizes the ground. Frustration. As lane assignments have been rotated, mid lanes to the bot lanes to the mid lane. Garen in the enemy jungle. Net Knights actually have the tower advantage, 3 towers to 1, but it does mean that the Zazazoso Smokers have a lot of standing gold left. This gold lead is already in their favor. If they can knock down the mid turret, it's just gotta be a lot better. But hold on, Cobi doing his best Hunter impression, getting the hull breaker. I think he's resigned himself to just split pushing this entire game because, yeah, I mean, bot gap, right? So, definitely, actually, he has a sizable CS lead in the top lane as well. So Cobi definitely... All eyes on Cobi for the Net Knights. We'll see what can happen. As he's shouting for this fight onto Basil. He still has the Ignite. Basil will leap check away, will give him the respect that he deserves this time. Meanwhile, Bobby in the bot lane. It's a bit of a 1-3-1 situation. Seesaw effect. Meanwhile, Miggy tries to roam down to stop it, but will be able to connect the Seraphine ultimate to save his life. But Bobby, this 2v1, he's so low, but he's fighting back. Almost kills Liam and Miggy both. Everyone walking away with low health bars here. Bobby drawing so much pressure. 2 people down in the bot lane almost died. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Garen is pushing down Basil. It's a macro nightmare for the Zazazoso Smokers. You got 2 dominant side laners able to just beat out the opposition. Meanwhile, you have in the mid lane, you have to try and collapse on Nautilus Jhin. That is just not a winning. That's just a rock in a hard place for sure. The headbutt pulverize is good, but like this is what I'm talking about. It's just like the Stormbrazer has been completed, but they're actually looking to get a bit of a counterpunch here. But I don't know if I agree with this. Alistar breaks uses the unbreakable will. Sam goes a little too deep, goes down to Hubert, but Liam uses the wall, but because he had to divide up the team fight, he's caught in the middle of it. And Cobi is here, will bring down the Demacian Justice onto Woosung, and Miggy rooted up by the Jhin, by the Jhin W, and will take a few more shots from the Jhin ultimate. As yeah, both side lanes collapse. Bobby getting a double kill for himself as well. It's just so hard to play against actually. Who is the mastermind behind this macro? It's just, you got 2 winning side lanes here, and as soon as Bwosley executed, whatever. But as soon as the Zazazoso Smokers go for some kind of play mid, both side lanes collapse for a pincer maneuver. It's too hard for the, it's too difficult for the Zazazoso Smokers to try and get a fair fight here. And that's just the power of winning side lanes. No one can match the Garen or Viktor. There's just going to be always going to be this numbers deficit. Like, look at this right now. There's 3 people trying to subdue this Garen, but they're just not able to do it. And on top of that, it's just a free Chemtech soul. Basil also, Basil is trying to do some side laning for himself, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get to that turret before Garen arrives. So yeah, I mean, they had such a huge lead in the bot lane, but it's definitely a bit of a team gap right now. It's a team game for sure. The winning solo lanes able to leverage the map control over the winning bot lane. Hubert is so fed; he has to be so frustrated, being 7-1 on Xayah versus the 1-3 Jhin. Like it is just not fair how much control that the Net Knights have given the bot lane difference. And you know, the Net Knights actually even have now for the first time taken a gold lead in this game. Just a couple of hundred gold, but still they've crawled back from being so far down. And yeah, the game is definitely in a weird spot because look, Bobby is just split pushing for free in the bot lane. Who is going to contest? No one. No one. Like, they're sending down Miggy again, but it's just not gonna work. Maybe this time with Woosung, but he's just an Alistar. There's not much. Alistar's not gonna stop him from just bursting Seraphine. Watch this. He puts down the ultimate. He puts down the gravity field, and yeah, Miggy's just gone. He's dead. And maybe Woosung dies too. I don't know if Woosung. Wait, Woosung might just be able to buy enough time for Liam to arrive, but can Bobby make it out alive? He flashes the seismic shove. Woosung using all the CC it can, but he's just dying slowly but surely. The ignite is good, and wow, the ignite will be able to will be enough as well as Liam getting that final shot off onto Bobby, gets a shutdown. But like, this is what I'm talking about. You commit 3 people down to bot lane just to answer Bobby, and wait, Sam. Yeah, you commit 3 people to answer the Bobby, but what do Net Knights get for it? They get a Baron, and they get a Baron buff, and Cobi gets the tier 2 turret in the top lane. I mean, they get the constellation prize in the mid lane. They get to as Hubert and Basil get the tier 2 in the mid lane. But yeah, this is such a headache for the Zazazoso Smokers. The macro in HLCS is definitely evolving. I mean, it used to just make 2 really good team fighting teams and win. You know, Malphite like was such high priority because of it. But now, after the last game with the pick comp coming to Net Knights, turning the game around to win against the team fighting reset like fiesta that was Zazazoso champion in game 1. Here in game 2, they're leveraging their solo lanes so well. It's honestly like, it's a new evolution. I mean, it's not. I mean, not reinventing the wheel or anything, but it's definitely a new look that we haven't really seen in HLCS before. Normally, there's just 1 split pusher, but now you've got 2, and one of them is Cobi's Garen with Hullbreaker, and the other one is Bobby on Viktor. So yeah, there's just no. They just can't. I think what the Zazazoso Smokers, the best chance here is to try and collapse 5v2, 5v3 on the mid lane, and maybe get Net Knights to panic, but they're just so, like, Cobi and, like, especially Cobi with Hullbreaker is just too fast at split pushing here. And wow, he flashes over the wall, able to get knocked onto the other side away from the rest of Zazazoso Smokers, but it doesn't matter. There's 4 people top lane. They get the shutdown onto Garen. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, it's just Miggy wave clearing against Bobby. But while this is happening, the Baron, yeah, this is just so annoying. Like, Anthony and Bwosley are just in the mid lane with a Baron buff, knocking down the inhibitor turret as well. So it's just they just constantly have to juggle these lanes. It's a seesaw. It's more than a seesaw. It's all 3 lanes just being attacked. They're going to have to lose something no matter what decision they make. So really looking to see how the Zazazoso Smokers commit to any kind of decision, because that's really the name of the game. If they try to do everything at once, it's just gonna fall apart. No one can match the side lane powers of Garen or Viktor alone. They have to really commit to one of these lanes and win it decisively. Otherwise, it's just going to end up in this, like, you lose your base. uh, with minimal in return. Now, Zazazoso Smokers are posturing for this Drake fight. I don't think they know that that's warded. Cobi looking for the devious flank here, deep in the enemy jungle. Bobby not even at the team fight. He has teleport though. This is what I'm talking about. The 5v, they see it's 5v3. They're just going to try and take control. They're just going to wrestle control from the Drake pit. But meanwhile, Bobby and Cobi are just okay. I'm rewinding for this. I want to see what's happening. Bobby and Cobi are just in the side lanes. Where is my game? Give me my game back! No, stop. I don't want to see the shutdown. I didn't see it. 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 Okay. Okay. Stop. Ow. Okay, what the heck is happening? Okay. So, as I was saying, yeah, they're just being so annoying, like, just setting Garen and Viktor into the side lane. Here, we're just going to see this again. Zazazoso Smokers is going to get control of the Drake pick because it's just the three of them. But crucially, Net Knights, like the rest of Net Knights, not going to give them this fight. Sam just trying to go for the Miracle Steal, sure, whatever. Goes in, but wait, Bobby actually teleported in, but wow, he's doing so much damage. He gets a 1,000 gold shutdown onto Xayah. And just so much damage between Viktor and Jhin. It's just going to be a quadra kill for Bobby. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Bobby teleports in right when Sam was trying to get that Drake steal. He was not successful, but doesn't really matter. I mean, Zazazoso Smokers are on soul point, but yeah, Bobby just so much power on this Viktor. I want to see actually how much he's got. 3.5 full items, and wow, that was kind of silly. Anthony just pulls for nothing. But yeah, like look at the scores on Net Knights. It's just 4-1, 10-5 for the solo lanes, and then 1-6, 1-3, 1-7. This is the most lopsided I think we've ever seen it in HLCS, where it's like the solo lanes are just doing so much of the heavy lifting. Like you can't even credit it to the jungler or anything. Like no offense to Sam, but like what was that? Like he like Cobi just runs in and kills Hubert for free. Like I mean Hubert had so many tools to try and survive that, but that is so like that is just the entire game right there. It's just it feels so mind numbing to play against this team comp. Yeah, that is it's like this is giving like SKT vibes. They're just choking the life out of them slowly but surely, like an anaconda wrapped around its victim. Like eventually they're just gonna run out of room to breathe. They only have one more inhib turret left, and their Nexus turret is almost about to fall as well. And the Baron's gonna respawn soon, and they have a missing inhibitor. So the super minions in the bot lane are gonna be tough to deal with, while also having to consider the Baron threat. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a skirmish. There's two people sent top lane against Cobi, but Kobi's just not taking any damage. Meanwhile, Hubert half health as Bwosley and Anthony try to take this fight, but yeah, Bwosley and Anthony are not that strong, but you know who is strong is Bobby, as he just deletes Liam off the map. And he's going for more. He goes for a double kill. He finds a triple kill. He's taking too many tower shots though. Basil and Woosung will just dive on top of them. Will not allow Bobby to get any sort of pentakill action here. And yeah, that is just, I don't think Basil and Woosung can stop the rest of the team, the rest of the Net Knights from ending this game. Anthony definitely has scaled, but yeah, you know what? Don't even give it to Anthony. It's all Cobi. It's all Bobby this game. Cobi using the ultimate gets the kill onto Basil. And yeah, wow, this was, compared to last game, this was way more controlled, calculated. Just, it felt like there was nothing the Zazazoso Smokers could do. They were so far ahead in the bot lane, but They just couldn't leverage that. They couldn't leverage that advantage at all, and it's mostly because of the lane kingdoms from Rookie and the Shy, from Bobby and Cobi, and yeah, I guess that's 2-0 for the Net Knights. A not so close game. I mean, the kills are even, but we saw this game. It was not that close. But yeah, good games. Good games to everyone. 2-0 for Net Knights over the Zazazoso Smokers.